My name is Spencer. I'm 21 and I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. I'm a student right now. I go to the University of Chicago. I'm still kind of figuring out what I want to do professionally, but I have about one more year of college to figure it out. I'm an economics major, so I think about things rationally. I think I already have a leg up on people in the game if I'm thinking rationally. A lot of people come in here and think too much with their emotions and are just not clear-headed in the game. I've watched Survivor for a long time. I'm a huge fan. I've seen pretty much the toll it takes on people, so I'm up for it. I'm not really a very outdoorsy guy. I am athletic, I do sports, but I'm not much for roughing it. I haven't spent too many nights out on the beach, so it'll be an adjustment for sure. I do cross country, I run, I'm a big ultimate frisbee player. And I'm not necessarily as competitive as I was in high school, but I like to stay active and fit. So in 2010, I entered the World Open Chess Tournament, and I was in the Class A section in which I tied for first. I won $6,000. It's my biggest win ever in chess and probably one of my biggest accomplishments. So my mom introduced me to chess at 8. I've played all my life. I kind of started it reluctantly because I thought it was for nerds and that only nerds played chess. But, honestly, when I started playing it, I loved it. I loved how strategic it was. It made sense to me. It was a rational game, and I took off with it. I got coaching lessons once a week. I entered tournaments, and I've played it ever since. So I think chess will help in Survivor. Obviously, people aren't exactly chess pieces. They have feelings. They have thoughts of their own. But, a lot of these people look dumb enough that maybe they are chess pieces. I can treat a lot of these people as pawns if they are not thinking about the game like they should be. I think it's absolutely an asset that I have a baby face. People are going to look at me and not see me as a threat. I certainly don't look diabolical or like a genius, both of which I am. So I think it's an asset that I look young. I have to worry about my assets and challenges. I don't want to seem too weak, but as long as I can be a good physical contributor, help out around camp, and integrate with the group, I think being young helps. I don't think anyone here is really as strategic as I am, as intelligent as I am. I know no one here is as big a fan of Survivor as I am, so I don't think I have any real peers strategically. I consider myself a Republican, but not because I grew up in Georgia. I'm not one of these traditional values types of guys. I don't believe that the government should really have any influence in people's social lives. I'm a Republican because of the economy and because I'm a fiscal conservative. And I think that a lot of the people who vote Republican are not voting for the right reasons and are not actually informed about their vote. The Republican Party relies on a lot of idiots to help them out. I would say if I had to pick my hero, it would be Mitt Romney. I think he kind of embodies success in every facet of life. He was successful at Harvard in business and law. He was a successful businessman. He was a successful politician. He's done really good things, and I think, his image has been smeared very unfairly by the left. I think he's an incredibly bright guy, maybe one of the brightest guys you're going to find in politics, and he is earnest. He cares about the country and wants to help it. Well, I look up to Mitt Romney in that Mitt Romney can work with different types of people. He can go into a state like Massachusetts as a Republican and succeed politically, which I'm going to have to do going into the game of Survivor with people who I'm definitely not going to see eye to eye with. I think he's great at crossing the aisle. I think he is good at seeing where people are coming from and making himself palatable to them. Well, I automatically assume someone's a little less intelligent if they have a Southern accent. I mean, I grew up in Georgia. I've been around these people all my life. When you go to elite colleges like the University of Chicago, the Southern accents kind of disappear. So if I'm in Survivor, I'm definitely looking to align with people from the South. I don't think they're going to be smart enough to think about the game in a way that would stop me. I think they're going to be loyal, probably to a fault, and I think they're the perfect person to have around to use maybe for their survival skills, to catch a few things, and then to vote out. I'm not really aligned with any one group in life, and I don't think it's going to be like that in Survivor. I'm president of the chess club. I'm vice president of my fraternity. I am from a very liberal family. I went to a liberal high school in Georgia, and I'm a Republican. I'm all over the place. I'm constantly around people I disagree with, and I think that experience is going to be perfect for a game where I'm going to disagree with people, and I still have to get them to give me $1 million at the end of the day. I think people perceive me as a little bit arrogant, as definitely smart, brash, probably a little braggadocious, But at the end of the day, all I care about is being strategic and playing a good game. As long as people are willing to reward a good game played, I think I can overcome a lack of likability. You know, chess is like Survivor in that everything you do can help you and hurt you, and you have to plan for what your opponent's going to do. You have to think ahead. You have to be, looking into the future constantly and not just playing to get by one more tribal council. I'm playing to win, and I would rather risk losing in order to win than secure a safe spot on the jury. The main reason I want to play is to win. I want to win the money, that's huge, but in the end, at the end of the day, I'm not overly concerned about money. I think I'm going to be fine and I'm going to be successful. I don't think it's going to be especially life-changing for me. I want to win the game. I want the bragging rights. I want to go down as one of the best players to play, and I want to play an awesome game. I think I'm going to win the game because I am a complete package where a lot of people are kind of one specific person. I can really go into any different group and integrate myself and lead a group. I can be physical, I can be intellectual, I can be strategic, I can be a fun, easygoing, college-age guy. I don't think anyone else is going to have that kind of versatility. If I'm going to lose the game, it's going to be because I piss people off, it's going to be because I'm opinionated, and because I can come on a little strong. If I ruffle some feathers, I could see people disliking me. If people are playing the game strategically and as they should be playing, I'm going to do well because I know how to manipulate their incentives and get them thinking in a way that's going to help me. But if they play emotionally and they go off of, I don't like this guy, I could be out. I'm incredibly excited to get started. I've been waiting for years to play the game. It's been a dream of mine and I can't wait to get going.